Hello, bicycle loving people. Hope you are all safe and well despite the coronavirus situation around the world. Today is the 6th of May 2020, and I rode the exact 20 kilometers I did last Saturday because as the summer days are approaching, the days are getting longer, and I want to get back into the habit of riding at least 2 or 3 times a week after work. And I also wanted to continue testing my newest gadget, the DJI Osmo Action Camera I bought a couple of weeks ago, and record the ride on a mode that DJI calls HyperLapse, which is essentially a time-lapse mode with stable images, as you can see. And I am really impressed. I think this is going to work quite well. I used to record my rides using a GoPro 4 Silver, mounted on a 3-axis gyroscopic gimbal, but I broke the gimbal last year as I was riding the Portuguese way of the Camino de Santiago. I left Coimbra in the morning one day, and somehow I banged the gimbal and camera really hard against the handlebar, and after that the gimbal never worked again. So I was thinking of buying a new gimbal, but with these results here I don't think that's going to be necessary, and I can use the money on something else. I did notice that in certain parts of the ride the camera struggled to stabilize the image, especially in those parts where I was riding on narrow gravel paths with vegetation on both sides. But I think I can reduce that effect if I wear the camera on my chest, on the chest mount, as I used to do with the GoPro gimbal combination. In this instance, the camera was mounted on the handlebar, and the only handlebar mount I have uses one of those tripod screws. The camera case only comes with GoPro mounts, so I had to use an adapter, and that made the cameras be sitting up vertically quite high on the handlebar, and as I was riding I could see that the trepidation was really intense. I mean, this part that I was looking at the camera from time to time and I could see the thing shaking really hard. So I think on the chest that's going to be less of a problem. Another minor issue was when I had to do sharp turns, but I think this it's a problem inherent to any time-lapse recording because of the speed of the footage. When I had to do sharp turns, I noticed that it's possible to kind of like lose the sense of, or the perception of direction, but I don't think the camera could have handled it any better, other than reducing the speed, perhaps doing editing in those particular moments. I don't think there's anything else that can be done. Overall, I'm very impressed with this result. I did a little recording at the end of the ride of myself in sort of like selfie mode, because I wanted to test the little display in the front of the camera, and it works quite well. I mean, it's a very nice feature. It's very impressive that a device small as this can have 2 displays, a larger one in the back and a smaller one in the front. And although it's small, it's more than sufficient to adequately frame the subject, which in that case was myself, to frame the subject and do some selfie mode recording with the camera. So I'll leave you with the rest of the footage. You'll hear from me and see me in a few seconds again, as I'm approaching the end of the ride now. Hello. Just did a 20 kilometers that I used to do some time ago. I'm going to try to get back into that shape again, even though I don't think I'm gonna do any longer rides this year. It's a beautiful day, really warm, sunny. It's 7 o'clock, I believe. Yeah, it's around 7-ish. And going home now, just testing to see how the recording goes with this little front camera here, front display here of the new camera. And let's see in editing how it stays, how it is. See you sometime soon again, hopefully. Bye bye.